I purchased this green marble wallpaper on Amazon and I love it. So the reason I bought it was because my husband and I just bought a new house and my office is the first thing you see when you walk into the house. Now, he hated the color of my desk because it was a very dark brown and I have very light floors, so it just didn't match. So instead of buying a whole new desk that did match the aesthetic, what I did is got this wallpaper. Now, I also wallpapered the riser and like the trim, and it turned out incredible. I am so pleased with it overall. The whole desk, which is very large, only took me 3 rolls of the wallpaper, and that includes doing the riser and having some left over. So keep that in mind, because I started off with 1 roll and that wasn't enough, and then 2 rolls, and then I just got the 3rd because I had some little parts where I wanted to touch up. The reason why I really like this green marbled paper is because it hides a lot of the seam lines. If you got a flower pattern, it would all have to be in the same direction, so the flowers and the pattern would line up. With marbled wallpaper, it doesn't have to be like that. Because marbled is kind of crazy and all over the place, you can hide the seams really easily. Now, when I first started doing it, I intentionally tried not to hide the seams, and then I realized, why am I doing that? I want to hide the seams. So over here is a better example of how the seams are more hidden. And like I said, because it is marbled, I was able to like take scraps that I was cutting off and put it on random spots without it looking super uncohesive. Overall, it peeled and sticked really well. The only thing I would recommend is if you are going to do it and you are new to the press and peel wallpaper like I am, just get a press and peel wallpaper toolkit, which should have like a little scalpula or something so you can cut the edges cleaner. And also it will have this like dough cutter thing where you're able to scrape the air bubbles out when you do it. Because a week later, I started noticing some air bubbles that have gotten a little bit worse. Thankfully, it's not in the location of where my mouse or any of my functional stuff is, and you can't really see it from afar. But I would just say, if you want to do it right from the start, just get the toolkit that is specifically made for press and peel.